All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Let's get this show underway. We're closing up the second round, Divisional Championships, closing it out with AFC. Jacksonville Jaguars, number 3 seed, traveling into Kansas City to take on the Chiefs, who are number 2. Winner of this game will move on to the AFC Division Championship to take on New England Patriots. They will win a trip to New England. If there's anybody that'd like to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price. Friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, so you can be notified when I drop some new hot content. Also, check out my Facebook, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see a couple of young shutdown corners who should be fixtures for years to come. It's Jalen Ramsey and Marcus Peters. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And, Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offense, and they'll officially be in transition mode at the QB position, Charles, come 2018. Alex Smith traded to Washington on January 30th. That opens the door for Patrick Mahomes.
It certainly does, and you know the Chiefs wouldn't have made this move if they weren't extremely high on Patrick Mahomes. They think he's way ahead of schedule, wanted to make sure he had a place to play and a slot to fill. If you're a wide receiver in Kansas City, make sure you stretch and run a lot in the offseason, because Patrick Mahomes, he can push the ball downfield.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Smith. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Jaguars getting set to go. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just ram and hit.
Here's Bortles to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A 3rd-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
When the 2016 NFL draft concluded, many people looked at Jacksonville and thought, boy, what a steal they got in Jalen Ramsey at cornerback and Myles Jack at linebacker. But Yannick Ngakoue out of Maryland, he ended up finishing 2nd in the AFC among rookies in sacks with 8, and they got a steal at outside linebacker.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Fournette, a first down carry, and an alley to run. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now. 390. 390.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers, you're not you and you're hungry, Snickers satisfies.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Here we go now. 3:39.
Throwing now is Bortles. And some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run again with Hunt. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles now on 1st down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Bortles now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Smith on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. They run it here. Where? And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alan Bailey able to drop him for a loss of 4. Throwing his Bortles on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
On first down, it's Smith. And some room to maneuver. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Smith with a give to Hunt, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chiefs are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Jaguars just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. After the pick, offense comes out now. Mary's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Alex Smith finding his mark across the middle of the field, and this play will go for 6. They strike first in the half. Jaguars have it late in the second. Ali's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Still a little time left on the clock. The hurry throw would be picked off. Chiefs will end up returning it for a TD. The lead now at 11. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We're going back under the lights for the second half of this Sunday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here is Blake Bortles as we focus in on him for our Players Spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From midfield, here's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So now 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Bortles. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a big tackle there as a defender runs right through him at the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Kansas City first, Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelce. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. And able to find Conley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 44 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. kicker now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
There we go now. Green, 39.
Now Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Bortles. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell you to look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Fresh set of downs here. They run with Hunt, and an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, that's Hunt, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Hunt, and he's got some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.